Hi guys, Michel here with Michel Real Estate. In this video, I will explain to you the principle and conditions of the tax credit as it is applied here in Luxembourg. The law stipulates that any resident of Luxembourg is allowed to benefit from the tax credit on purchases of real estate. The tax credit per person is 20,000 euro. So a couple can benefit of 40,000 euro. This tax credit is applied on registration and transcription fees as they are here in Luxembourg. So if you purchase a property and this is your first acquisition and you have not used this tax credit yet, you are eligible to basically ask for a tax credit of 20k on these fees. The tax credit of course comes with certain conditions. First of all, buyers need to be occupants of the space that they are purchasing, meaning you cannot buy a commercial property and live in it and use the tax credit as it is stipulated. You need to be also registered within a commune here in Luxembourg. We'll get into that later. But first of all, you need to basically live in that premises within the next 2 years, which means that if you have bought something on plan, so a future delivery is expected of a property, then you do not need to basically live in it in the next few days. You have the next 2 years to start living in that property, which also leaves time for renovations if they should be applied to your type of property. Next up, within the next 5 years of occupation, you are not allowed to change the premises and its affection, meaning you cannot change an apartment into an office space, for instance. You are also not allowed to rent it out within the next 5 years. After those 5 years, you are allowed to do with the property as you please. Now, for all of you expats, all of those living abroad and looking to purchase something here in Luxembourg, the tax credit is only applied at the moment where you become the occupant of the premises. This means that once you sign the notary deed, the tax credit is not yet applied. It means that you will have to advance these costs, and at the moment of occupation, so the moment from you moving into this premises, the tax credit goes into effect and you will be diminished of these costs. But until you become an actual resident of Luxembourg, the tax credit does not yet apply. There is of course a non-compliance law. So let's imagine that you do not live in these premises within the next 2 years, or you rent them out, or you change their affection after you've occupied them for less than 5 years. In that case, you will have, of course, to transfer back the entire tax credit that you have given. In a case of a couple, meaning that you will have to give back to the tax office 40,000 euro. On the other hand, if you have not completely used up your tax credit on a purchase, the amount that is left will still be available to you on a future acquisition. You could also choose to only apply one single tax credit per resident, meaning that if you are a couple, you could choose to only use 20k for one person and leave the 20k for future acquisition on that other person. Or you can mix and match as you please. Now I hope that this video has been informative to you. If you like my video, please give me a like. Of course, you can always follow me on YouTube and on Facebook or on any of the other social media platforms. Should you have any other questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. My name is Michel with Michel Real Estate. I hope to see you in the next video.